Also, you actually feel like you are alive.
Happy, I can imagine how much heaviness people carry from not just having the basic rights in my life.
Right.
So I feel blessed waking up today to say
yes.
We do have our rights
Right.
and we're going to take the responsibility. But let me take this moment to say DUMELA, DUMELA, and of course I'm with my brother Ben this morning. How are you doing, Ben?
I loved it when you say the right energy and the right information, because it is a Wellness Wednesday. That means everything is about the energy. And you know what I like about Wednesday? I get to learn about myself each and every single time for the conversations about our wellness. Is about the body, is about the mind, is about the soul. I'm like, okay, fine, at least
What's
this
happening
one.
that side?
A lot is happening. We're talking about year end fatigue.
Oh, yeah, and fatigue.
But before I tell you about it, let me just at least take this opportunity to also say thank you very much for tuning in. It is a Wellness Wednesday. That means we are here to give you the conversations about the body, the soul, as well as the mind on the 11th of December. We're actually 20 days away from 2025.
Yes.
I know you don't like it, but
Yeah,
but
okay,
there
no,
it is.
if it's closer to the end of the year,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I got April,
I was already 255 days. Yeah, but like I said, it's year-end fatigue. Usually, it's more about year-end burnout. You know, when your mind is telling you that something's about to come to an end. Yes. Kids born and raised. Therefore, it's any issue of question and it becomes a fatigue on its own.
You know what I also realized as we were looking at all the celebrations that are happening from the World Health Organization, from the UN.
Yes.
We've got too many celebrations happening towards the end of the year.
Yes.
You know, or something of memorials and commemorations.
Yeah.
Our minds are overworking in
and
December.
overwhelmed. Yeah.
Overwhelmed. So I'm so glad we're going to be talking about it, and I feel like I'm going through it. So it's going to be nice to know more about how to handle and cope with it better. And on my side, we are talking about the big C. We call it the big C because it's one conversation that is very hard to have, but it is sometimes very inevitable for a lot of families, and it affects a lot of people. And today we're talking about cervical cancer and the screenings of cervical cancer. I mean, it's better to know than to not know. So it's better to have the tools to know that as I screen for certain things, how is it easier to do it? How is it more effective? Which ages I should be doing it? And Dr. Gula will be here to take us through new ways that they're screening for cervical cancer.
Yes,
it's going to be one very mouthful day. But of course, what's been happening in the world of sports? Quickly?
You know, yesterday the FNB Premiership was ongoing. It's like Miss K Karababosena was there to give us all the details. And I do understand as well that it will be continuing this afternoon out at Royal Area Stadium, Francistown, as well. She'll be here to give us exactly what is happening in the world of sports. Volleyball is also ongoing, as well as many other activities. Swimming, but remember, but before that,
if your lower back is killing you, we have just the right thing to start your day. It is a yoga back stretch exercise. The Kutafalo is on standby to take us through the right stretches as we enter that morning.
The lotus pose. That's all about back stretch yoga.
All right, let's stretch our backs.
I'm Dimpo, this is Kutafalo. We are just going to do a bit of back stretches for those who have back pains. So we are going to start first. This is what we call mountain pose. So when we take the hands up, it's called extended mountain pose. So you're going to take a deep breath in, make sure the shoulders are away from the ears, and then fold forward. You are breathing out. So you're going to come back here to halfway lifting. The back is straight. Take a deep breath in. And then you're going to release that breath. When you plant the hands down, take the legs back to what we call downward facing dog. So you're going to be here, not too long, not too short, to catch your breath. So you're going to take a deep breath in. Make sure the shoulders are aligned with the ears. Take a deep breath in and release. Bring the knees down. Beautiful. We are gonna do, you can tuck in the toes like what I'm doing, or you can release them. So we are gonna do what we call cat-cow. We are starting first with cow. So you're curving the back. It's a deep breath in and release to what we call cat. You're hunching the back. So you're gonna do a few movements of these. Let's go back to cow. You're breathing in. You can exaggerate the movement as much as you can and release out. This is really good for the back. Even in prenatal yoga, they advise for it. Let's go again. Deep breath in. If you're pregnant, this is the best pose to do. And release. Beautiful. Let's go back to downward facing dog. Tuck in the toes, lift the hips up to the ceiling, to the sky. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in and release. Coming back to all four. We are gonna go low. Beautiful. Let's come to what we call cobra. The hands are beside the chest. Lifting the chest up and gently release. Now let's release the hands to what we call Sphinx pose. So let's lift up, a deep breath in. We're gonna be here not too long, not too short. So here you are targeting the lower back, not the lower back, the mid back, sorry. You are targeting the mid back, so let's lift the shoulders up so that you can feel that stretch. Make sure the legs are as close to each other as possible. Don't put them together, but make sure they're close. You can close your eyes, you can open them if the space allows it to, and lift the shoulders up. Keep lifting up, don't pull your back, and gently release. Bring the hands back to all four, back to downward facing dog, hips to the ceiling or the sky for an open space like this, and gently release to all four. Now let's take the upper body up to what we call camel. Camel, you can have the hands beside the waist like Zafalo, or if your back is flexible, you can bring the hands back and then go for it. Make sure you are pushing your torso away from your body. Take a deep breath in. The neck is not stiff. You can shake it yes, you can shake it no. Take a deep breath in and gently release. Coming up, let's come to sitting. As we are done with our back straight, there's a few more poses, but we don't have time. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.
Lala bararo mothetso madume ke ura karabo Miss K bosena taba go lebetse dikgang tsa metshameko mo mosang wa tsela gompieko mme bile motho a re re tsanehela ka thamallo mo go tsone re simolole ka go lebella jalo go lekgotela Botswana Swimming Sport Association ba ile gore mo tsela gompieko, yes, they will be starting the national finals, second national finals of the year. That's not the topic. The topic is that Stapasaro Nase Longore Reneresa Romete Jalo ka ko Namibia ko longore gona ka ko ba ile ba ile go tsenela metshameko ele metshameko ya zone 4 ba tlhalosa jalo gore la ha ile gore gongwe ga ba dira se ile gore ba ne ba se targetile. The team manager Stapasaro tlhalosa ka ha ile gore ba itumeletse gore abo ba dirile ka teng ke ba jalo ka IV dikgolo ka tsela le hatsela Botswana le ne rometse jalo 19 swimmers gone ka ko la hatsela Namibia le
11 under 11 swimmers tota ba ileng gore they managed to set some new personal best times as well as reaching the podium. Gone ka go talking about the podium o itse le gore Botswana e kgonne go fenya jalo 17 medals ke bone ba ileng ke tsone tse ileng gore di ditse gae garang ga ba ileng gore bane ba ira bonte gone ka go ene le Kara Harry o ileng gore o fentse medal mo 50 meter freestyle, 100 meter as well as 200 meter a khona go boela gae ka 2 bronze medals from 50 and 100 as well as setting the new personal best at 28.81 seconds in the 50 meter butterfly. Tapa seo se ileng gore se ne se goroga se tswa gone ka kwela ha se la Namibia tara mo tsela gompieko e be go sa restege e be le gore some of the swimmers ba tsa karolo jalo ka go the National Championships ba ne ba re etela mo BTV Sport go ta gore bolela ka loeto la bone la ka ko Namibia.
Ene kwa ra tsena mo metsi ra dira se re tlwaelesegileng go se dira mme ra tla ra tshotse dietsele ra improve le dinako tsa rona go supa gore team ya rona ya gola. We had one swimmer in the open water swimming whose name is Benko van Rooyen. He competed in the 5 kilometers and he is our silver medalist. Looking back at the previous tournament, we came back with more medals. Gompieno hara hit that medal count from the previous tournament. We thought that there has been so much improvement, especially from the category, the younger ones, your 11-year-olds, 11 and under. We had Jay Chilisa along with Rebetso Babalinga, whom were podium finishers. That shows you that we have athlete development from the roots going up.
My coach made sure that coming up to the championships, we had everything prepared. Our training was set out for the rest, and we were provided with a psychologist and a physiotherapist, which helped a lot. And I would say that looking at the results, that really helped us.
I started swimming in August actually, and I found out that the competitions were in December. So the training period between August to December was a very hectic and very taxing one, but I think I managed to prepare well for the Namibian Championships as I was able to pick up a bronze medal. Right now, since I don't feel like I'm at my peak yet, I'm very satisfied with the middle of the season times that I've gotten. So I see that my progression chart has been able to improve from the last time I swam this time last year.
Le jalo sta pasa rona se leng gore se ne se ile jalo ka go Namibia ha go resta go se membeni mo tsela gompieko until Sunday ba taba ba tsanela jalo the Botswana Swimming Sport Association National Championships second ones of the year ka gakologola re tsang thadini le jalo ka kgwedi ya February. Normally they have the national championships ka December but because of the challenges tse di kileng tsa nna teng ba di tshwara jalo ka February man they are going back to the roots.
Yes, and I'm excited to seeing one of the elite swimmers tota Maxine Egna Hamogole Musimith. I think it's one of those people that you're actually looking forward to. We hope they're actually upcoming. So yeah, like you're saying, you'll be there. I think let's get that pass by because he's next door. I just want to see what is happening.
You have to. You have to be TV. Will be broadcasting live from the UB swimming pools. But anyway, carrying on. It's let's pele. Ingwe kile jalo mahatse ale some ditopa dile masome amatano. Ile mesameko yone ile zone 6. It's tropo kholo ga borone ha riwa jalo ka volleyball sa pasa Spiking Stars sa bo mme motakare ba tsweletse jalo ka go ira bonte mme pele ga re lebella tapasa sa Spiking Stars mafolofolo mo tsitsi la maabane ele bo mme re letse re ba bona jalo ba fenya motshameko wa bone ya ka ne ba fenya jalo ka setetse tharo go lefelo ka itsela gore setapaseo tota bona they used to be the powerhouse tsa volleyball mastapaseo sa mafolofolo ba ne ba betsa jalo setapaselo gore se tswa jalo ka kwala ha se la Zimbabwe o tshameka jalo metshameko e leng gore e garela jalo the group stages e le tsone jalo tsa volleyball pele re lebella dithopa tse di tla kgona go iponna phatha jalo ka go the last 16 pele ga re ka lebella maduo a mangwe a rutwa jalo metshameko e leng gore rena re o tshwere wa karetsa jalo sethopa sa monoga e le sa mafolofolo.
I'm happy with the win. But our game, how we played, we were playing in batches. I would say there was a point whereby we were having the rhythm of the game. But when we lose a point, we struggled to break. Immediately took a bit of time to break that list to that team to score more points. Our reception wasn't that good today. But even the whole of this tournament, our reception is not good. But we are trying to see how we can improve it by talking to our players Today our service was much better. Our movement was a bit much better compared to the previous games. So I'm hoping going forward.